Hey, it's Mikkel with Access Central TV. Hey guys, what's up? Listen, I am with Eric Novac, and I'm in his studio, Locomotive Puppetry Studio in Brooklyn. So Eric, introduce yourself.
My name's Eric Novac. I'm from Detroit originally. I've been in Brooklyn for about 10 years. I've been doing puppets for about 5 years, and this is one of my puppets right here, the monkey puppet from my show about evolution. And I met Mikkel working on Miss Saigon tour. We made puppets, a Vietnamese dragon puppet that was about 20 feet long, and
I actually helped him out in completing the puppet, actually. So.
Got very good at hand stitching. It was a lot of work.
I've got calluses now, so. But yeah, so that's how I met Eric. We were in Dayton, Ohio, and spent some time working on this dragon puppet. If you know Miss Saigon, the musical, you know, there's a number called The Morning of the Dragon. So Eric actually built a tiger and to represent America, and a dragon to represent
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
It was a Chinese dragon-style puppet, but we were trying to go more Vietnamese to make it more specific, and they're a little bit different than Chinese dragons, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so we got to know each other a little bit, and now we're sitting in his studio. And tell us a little bit more about Mr. Monkey Man.
This is the monkey puppet from my show called Evolution, which is sort of my reworking of evolution according to me, and he appears in the second half. He survives the meteorite that kills the dinosaurs, and he appears in the second half, and he becomes conscious when the light bulb rises out of the earth, and he touches it, and he starts dealing with his image in front of the mirror, and he does a little striptease. He evolves, and he pulls off his monkey mask, and underneath is the robot inside us all. And then he pulls his...
So you're saying, like, this is a representation of ourselves inside out?
Yeah, well, you know, we're going to be merging with machines real soon, so this is my prediction. And the funny part about it is that we go right from monkey to machine, and we skip sort of the human part, which is a little joke. But
so the mechanics of this, how did you?
It's all made out of found objects. I really love that kind of style. These are test tube holders that I got at an Army surplus in Atlanta, Georgia. These are a pair of opera glasses that I found in Coney Island, or the Russian junk stores, you know, over by Coney Island. Yeah. And these are, the rest is Home Depot. These are tool holders that you put in a pegboard for hammers, and then these are for, you know, other little stuff. So, and then I took a teddy bear and I chopped it all up, and I wanted it to look like this robot had just stuck his arms through this teddy bear, you know, and the eyes. I sculpted the head to fit around this, you know, just perfectly, and then I took the teddy bear eyes and stuck them in there, and I gave him his soul of a teddy bear.
How long did it take you to build this?
About 2 months, actually. It took a while to machine everything out of aluminum and put it all together, and then at the end I sculpted the head to fit over once I had finished making that, and I cut all this out with a jigsaw, so it was quite a bit of work. Everything that's not found is made.
Guys, this guy's amazing, mate. So can we walk over here and tell us about this? This is like going to Star Wars or Star Trek or something like that.
Flash Gordon, actually. It's based on the old black and white Flash Gordons that were in the 40s, and it was a 6-episode serial that we did at the Puppet Center in Atlanta, Georgia. It has one of the kind of unique things in the United States. It's a center for puppetry arts, and they had built a second theater and left it empty one summer, and we produced and designed this show. It was great. 6 episodes long, half hour each week, and with a cliffhanger at the end of the episode. They had to come back the next week and see what happens next. And
so, who is she? What's her?
The Dale Arden character. She's a parody of that character. Her name is Betty Fjord. This is Rex Rocket. The show is called Rex Rocket in Outer Space. This is the Ming the Merciless character. His name is Mong, the Maulmarian, because they're all from Malmart, which is a giant mall that's floating through space like the Death Star. It's also a parody of Star Wars, and kind of pitting Star Wars versus the kind of old school Flash Gordon style stuff. This is Monolay. She's Mong's daughter, the Temptress, and her and Captain Torch over here are sort of like the Natasha and Boris. They're the villains, you know. He's a little S&M kind of guy, and
I was just gonna say she looks like Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
This is one of the robot Felonious, and this is the other robot Fenton, and in the third episode they fall in love, and they create this magnetic love field, and the 4th episode is a total musical, so that was a lot of fun too. Everybody sings a song, and we were all over the music for it.
Wow.
Mad scientist, Dr. Manic, and that's his assistant Fenton. He blew him up, and so he took his brain and made a robot out of him, and he's a very sensitive robot.
And you were just showing us The Hunchback of the Notre Dame.
This is the show I'm going to be working on coming up. My friends and I have an idea to do all our favorite monster movies as these little puppet shorts, but a little bit smaller scale than some of this other stuff. And this is going to be the Archdeacon character that I kind of drawn here. That's the scale. And then the Hunchback is going to be a different kind of style of puppetry. He's more physical, and this guy's he's all mental. So, yep. And then everything else laying around here is props that we're making for the Macys Christmas windows, which is...
So you guys got to go to the Macys Christmas windows this year. You're going to catch Eric Novac's work. So what's that?
These are props that we're making. I can't tell you what the theme is this year because it's a big secret. And but they're these little props. Of course, it's always like Christmas in New York, and these are going to be boats that are in the harbor, and the Statue of Liberty is in the foreground, and then the stuff over here is like a Central Park. It's Christmas in Central Park, and it's a lamp and a bench and a fence and stuff like that. So we're not doing the sets or the puppets. We're doing everything else in between, all the props.
So who finds you? Like, how do you get these jobs?
Well, I worked for 2 years at a company called Spaith Design, and they've been doing the Christmas windows for years. And recently, Michael Allen, who we did the Miss Saigon puppets with, he was a designer at Spaith, and he kind of broke away and started his own business. And now we're doing all this stuff freelance for him. He designed them, and we're building. So a bunch of us have defected and now are kind of freelance doing the work ourselves.
Why do you say defect?
Well, there's a bunch of us that actually quit Spaith after a while and went off on our own. And it's nice, though. I get to work out of my house here in the studio and make more money, and it's good all around.
Hey, nothing like working for yourself, right, Andy?
Right.
So that's Eric Novac, Locomotive Studios in Brooklyn.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Those puppets are cool.
Didn't you like
yeah,
the Star
that,
Trek?
yeah. But the monkey puppet freaked me out.